Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited that you decided to learn a little bit more about how to fill your cup. It's so important to do a little bit anything for yourself every single day. My name is Yvonne Hernandez, and I welcome you, and I'm so excited to see you here today. And I'm so excited today to bring on a very special guest. Her name is Maritza, and she just, oh my goodness, she has so much to share, and she's amazing. She's got some awesome things happening. I'm excited she's going to share at the very end. But first of all, Maritza, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne, for having me. I love your whole concept about filling your cup, so I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so for those of us for those of that do not know you, please do share, something about you, your background. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm a functional and holistic nutritionist. I really just focus on women's health. So that's my whole thing, is women's wellness and moving them closer to balance. And part of that is figuring out what balance even means to the individual. And so it could seem so ambiguous, but when we start really digging, then the signs are obvious, right? So I do that through different assessments, right? So I get really detailed as far as figuring out what's causing imbalance in somebody's body, right? Why are they having burnout? Why are they overly stressed? Why is that manifesting in all these other physical symptoms, right? So that's been my whole journey. I had a burnout experience, which nobody could really tell me what I was going through. And it was really through my own healing journey that I realized what it was. But that it dawned on me that it was so normal, right? That was the reason why nobody could really explain it to me. Doctors couldn't really tell me, why I was going through what I was going through. So I think that's why I became so passionate about, helping other women and, ending the stigma, the burnout stigma. Let's end that, right? Let's not normalize it, because it's not normal and it's affecting us, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow. I love it. I'm so glad that we're both on the same mission to, stop this burnout. It is not fun, and it definitely affects everything around you, your family, your business, friendships, everything. And yeah, it should not be normal to be stressed at all. And it's so crazy. I heard it was a while ago that college students, they compete to see who has the most workload, who's the most stress, it's sad. It's so crazy. So I need to figure out how to, go about that, because definitely, college students need some sort of program to let them know it's not cool to be stressed out and burn out, and hey, I have these many finals and these many essays and da 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 da, and I'm waiting till the last hour and top that. How can you top that? It's no, that's not cool at all. It definitely messes with you, and then it just continues and it becomes normal, which is horrible.
Yeah, then it becomes a pattern, right? So it's interesting that you say that, because that's when I had my first burnout, was in college. And I thought, I was young, on top of the world. And it was a really bad burnout, which I actually ended up in surgery. So it was something that was really life-threatening. So my kidney was on the verge of a rupture.
Wow.
It was a very traumatic experience. And it was eye-opening, because I'm like, oh, I thought I was young. I thought I could get away with, a lot of coffee, the standard coffee diet, and all the stress and pressure I was under, and eventually my body collapsed, so
Wow.
that was the first time I really felt burnout. So it is happening to younger women, right? And we are seeing even an increase in things like breast cancer with younger women, more hormonal imbalances, right? So it's becoming more prevalent. So definitely, we need to change the way we're doing things, because it's not working for us. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, what is a tip that one can do at home to fill their cup, either that, targets their body, mind, or spirit?
Yeah. So definitely, I love all three, right? We have to think about mind, body, and spirit. Absolutely, right? And I think the first thing is emotionally and energetically aligning with what you believe. So if you believe that you need to make more time for yourself, right, and you're really committed to that, right, how are you showing up? What are you doing in the morning, right? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you managing your time, right? Because what you're doing, like the way you show up, when you're really strongly aligned with that, then other people around you, they're going to sense that, you know. And that took me a little time. It took me some time. Like, now my husband knows, oh, okay, like that's her sacred ritual thing that she's doing in the morning. You know, she's meditating, she's getting aligned, journaling, whatever it is. And so he gives me that space. He honors it more. But I realize I have to honor it first before I expect other people to honor it, you know? So I think, you know, being able to energetically show up in that way, ready to align with your day. Yeah, so that's the first one. And of course, the foods that you eat. So that's going to help center and ground you. So as a nutritionist, I'm going to talk about food. So that's such a big part of our life, you know, of grounding ourselves. And I think in the morning, if you could just listen to your body and see if your body is craving maybe a cooling or a warming food. Okay, so if you're in a state of inflammation, most likely a cooling beverage would be better. So cooling as in aloe vera juice, right? That's going to help cool your system, your digestive system, and it's going to help reduce the inflammation, right? So there's times, whether it's seasonal or it's depending on our own body and our choices, you might feel like, okay, I need something cooling. Or you might feel like, oh, ginger tea or apple cider vinegar in the morning, right? So listen to your body. Do you need cooling or do you need something that's a little more heating and priming? Yeah. So that's just a quick tip. Like today, I'm drinking my ginger tea.
I love it. I did apple cider vinegar this morning. That's so interesting you say that. I'm like, I need some apple cider vinegar today.
Yeah, and there's something so, like when you do it in the morning, it makes a bigger impact because you're already starting your day with, okay, I'm taking care of myself in some way, you know? And so that's going to help wake up your digestive fires, right? So it's going to help prime your system so you can break down foods more efficiently, right? So that's so important. Such a beautiful way to start the day.
I love it. This is so good. Yes, nutrition is so important, and that's good. That's pretty cool. Listening to your body first thing in the morning. I hadn't really thought about that. I love it. I love learning. Always such amazing tips. Like, more tools for my cup, for my belt. You know, how am I going to fill my cup today? You know, and it doesn't have to be the same thing every day. You can change it up and try different tools. And very cool. I love it. Thank you so much. So I know you have something in the works. So please do share with us.
Yeah, so I've been working on a program. And so I've been specifically focused on estrogen dominance and hormonal imbalance, right? So estrogen dominance, it's very common. It's happening more and more because of our environment, the toxicity, our food, right? A lot of our foods, also plastics, exposure to plastics and different chemicals that mimic estrogen, right? So a lot of women are having what's called estrogen dominance, excess estrogen. And sometimes this can lead to things like breast cancer, or it can also like manifest in different symptoms like low libido, hair loss, just overwhelming fatigue, breast tenderness, right? So stubborn weight loss is another one, especially in the abdomen area, right? So these are all signs and symptoms. And of course, I have more of a question. I have a list I'll be posting soon if you're curious, if you're feeling like you might have estrogen dominance, right? So that'll be available to the public shortly. And so anyway, I created this program because I really wanted to help women who are feeling out of whack, right? And they don't know who to turn to. So sometimes it can be such an isolating experience and you're just in the state of looking for answers and you don't know where to get them, right? So this program is all about food. So it's all about everything that you can do to move your body back to equilibrium, right? So it's a 4-week program. It's a detox, but I hate saying the word detox because I'm like, to me, we're having fun with food, so that's how I see it. It's having fun with food. It's choosing all the right foods that are going to help shift your body. And of course, there's also lifestyle practices. There's a ton of support. There's going to be a community Facebook group, and you're getting coaching. So it's group coaching program as well. So it's basically everything into one. It's an accelerated program. So I'm taking what could be maybe 5 to 6 months of coaching with me, and I'm condensing it into a month, right? So I think it's a great opportunity. I'm doing a Black Friday thing because it's November. It's a time of gratitude. So I really felt like this was a good time to release something at a really good value. Yeah, so I'll have more information up on my social media if you're curious.
Yeah. What is the name of the program?
Oh, yes. The name of the program is Rebirth of Venus.
I love it. And how can we get a hold of you and learn more and follow you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Maritza's Medizen. So Maritza's, my Maritza _Medizen. So that's my Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook. So you can look at Organic Medizen. And I have my website, and it's organicmedizen.com. So
Very cool. Well, I'll be posting all your links to this video so people don't have an excuse of where to find you. And it sounds really amazing, really different. And I think women will definitely be excited to participate because, yeah, sometimes we're like, well, what's going on? I don't get it. And the doctor's like, oh, here, take this pill, take this pill. And it's just a Band-Aid. It's like, I don't want a Band-Aid. Just get to the root problem, fix it.
exactly, yes. So all about getting to the root cause. And, I love that you talk about filling your cup, and it's emotional, it's physical, it's spiritual, right? So it's all of these things. And it's so important that we cultivate that.
Oh, thank you. Well, hopefully you at home got, a little nugget to add to your tool belt and no more excuses, about how am I going to fill my cup today? There's just so many things you can do. And now, listen to your body first thing in the morning. What does your body want? Something cool, something warm. That sounds amazing. Yes. Listen to your body first thing in the morning. It's
what
so
are you
important.
filling your cup up with? What are you literally filling your cup with?
Yeah, totally. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for hopping on and collaborating on this very important project that I'm, putting out there for everyone to hopefully, learn something. And my intention is just to help, at least one person avoid burnout or reverse burnout. I've been through it and it sucks, and I do not wish that upon anybody. And especially as a parent, because then your kids learn that, oh, my mom was always stressed out, so it must be normal to be stressed out. And we do not want that at all. And so anytime that I feel frustration that's creeping up, I need to stop, because I know they're watching, even though I told them, don't do this, don't do that. But whatever you do, they learn. And so I'm definitely a lot more conscious of what I'm doing. So definitely, filling my cup is very important. And I let them know, you know what, I need 5 minutes. I need to finish my tea because this is for me. And then we're going to, discuss or whatever, find a solution or whatever it is, it's like, I need to fill myself up, because if I can't, if I don't do this for me right now, these 2 minutes, a minute, whatever, I won't be able to function. So yeah.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. You can't. How are you going to serve from an empty cup? You can't. So hopefully you at home, got something out of it, leave your comment. Was this helpful? What are your ideas? How do you fill your cup as well? And I encourage you to follow Maritza and, check out a program. It sounds really amazing, really different. Let's get to the root, avoid burnout, and tackle all of these issues. Maybe, can't lose weight, or you're just majorly stressed out or whatever, I mean, she's going to have this list, and I'm excited to check it out and share it. But it sounds amazing. I think it's great timing where when people are now, you know what, I'm done with putting a Band-Aid. I don't want to take a pill anymore. I want to figure this out. So it's perfect timing. I'm so glad you're creating this and bringing this out to the public. So thank you at home. I'm so glad that you had a few minutes to fill your cup. And now you have one more item to
for that.
Yeah. So thank you so much for watching.
All right, thank you so much for having me. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.